The Vios is one of Toyota's best-selling cars in Southeast Asia. Here in the Philippines, it's one of the most common cars on the road, and there's good reason for that. One, spare parts for the Vios are widely available. Two, it's very fuel efficient. And three, its track record for reliability is almost unparalleled. The Vios is a subcompact sedan sold in Southeast Asia and China. It sits just below the Corolla Altis in terms of pricing and size. Here in the Philippines, the Vios E Automatic sells for around 850,000 pesos, or about 17,000 US dollars. The Altis 1.6V Automatic sells for about 1.1 million pesos, or about $22,000. The Vios was first introduced in 2002. It has gone through 3 generations since then. This right here is my 3rd gen Toyota Vios. The 3rd gen was first introduced in 2014 and is still currently in production as of 2018. Here in the Philippines, the Vios came in 3 variants: the J, the E, and the G. The J is the base model, and the G is the top of the line. The 3rd gen Vios has been given a more aggressive look compared to the previous gen. It now has a longer hood and a sleeker profile. It has Toyota's new signature grille, which extends all the way to the headlights. The bumper has a more aggressive design and a protruding lip, which give it a sportier look. 15-inch alloys come standard on the E and the G variants, as well as fog lights. The J only gets steel wheels with hubcaps. The Vios J and the Vios E come with a 1.3-liter 4-cylinder dual VVTi engine. VVTi is basically Toyota's version of the VTEC. It actively alters valve timing and lift to improve engine performance and efficiency. The engine produces about 99 horsepower, which may not seem like much, but this is a small and lightweight car. The car was designed with more emphasis on fuel efficiency rather than power. Besides, the car can still get to highway speed at a reasonable amount of time, and the top speed is over 200 kph. All variants of the Vios come with hydraulic steering, disc brakes at the front, and drum brakes at the rear. The Vios has an independent suspension at the front and a solid beam axle at the back. I have christened this Vios Blackey. I just came up with a name right now. She is a Vios E. Paint is in pretty good condition. It's only 3 years old, so it's practically brand new mechanically. So yeah, it's currently my daily driver because it's very fuel efficient and it's small, so I can park it anywhere. Okay, this is the interior of the 3rd generation Vios. Compared to the previous gen, this actually looks more conventional. For one, you have your instrument panel where it usually is. On the last gen, the instrument panel was here at the center of the dashboard. When you first look at it, it looks like it's covered in leather, but it's actually plastic. Also, while simulated leather is not new in cars, this is the first time that I'm seeing simulated leather stitching on plastic. It's actually fake. On the dashboard as well as the sidings, the car has a soft padded steering wheel. The steering wheel has a flat bottom, which makes it look sporty, I guess. The car also has plenty of aluminum looking accents, which are, I think, plastic. Everything here is made of hard plastic. This looks like carbon fiber, but it's also plastic. The car has leather seat covers. Also, one thing that I really like about this car compared to the previous generation is the A-pillars are a lot smaller. The car is a lot longer compared to the previous gen, but the interior space is about the same. The side mirrors are a lot smaller compared to the previous gen. That is the biggest looking fuel gauge I've ever seen on a car. got a tachometer, speedometer, and a fuel gauge. You don't have a temperature gauge, which is one thing I hate about modern cars. Over here you have the turn signal stock, also the light switch. That blue lighting over there is not aftermarket, by the way, that is stock. Power windows, power side mirrors, automatic transmission. The car's center tunnel is pretty narrow. Yes, you have cup holders here. Also over here. Storage space is quite limited. You have some storage over here. Glove box is pretty small. And then this is probably the smallest armrest I've seen on a car. And look at that storage. It's tiny. Yeah, there is. Also, I'm not sure if I've just not figured it out yet, but there's no way to close the center vents. So this is the E variant of the Vios. The E variant comes with an automatic transmission. It has driver and passenger side airbags. It has controls for the stereo on the steering wheel. It has power side mirrors. This particular car has leather seat covers. They're OEM. The instrument panel has a pretty unique design to it. I guess that's supposed to look like, I don't know, brushed aluminum. But it's not. It's just a picture. Plenty of simulated materials in this car, but they look real, especially the dashboard. Until you touch it, you won't actually realize that it's fake. Also, the previous generation E only came with a driver's side airbag. This one comes with both a driver and passenger side airbag. It has a stereo with USB. Of course, it has a CD player and an FM tuner. The previous gen had a sloping dashboard, which actually impeded your visibility at the front. The front of the car is lower. You have a lower hood line, so you have better visibility at the front. It's a very fuel efficient car. It has a 1.3 liter engine. Okay, so I'm now sitting at the second row seat. I have sufficient legroom here, but headroom is limited. I'm about 5'8", and if I lean back, my head brushes against the roof. Also, the rear seat is a bit more vertical compared to the Altis, which is slightly more angled. You have 3 headrests here. The car has room for 5 passengers. There is no transmission tunnel, so the center passenger should have enough foot space. You have one cup holder here. No storage underneath the door cards, but you have storage here. Okay, so here's the third gen next to the second gen. The third gen is on my right, second gen is on my left. As you can see, this third gen is slightly longer. It has a significantly longer hood compared to the second gen. Also, the nose is slightly longer.